Alrighty then. Alright, standard a 20-second delay by the time we go one to the other. Okay, looks pretty good. Imagination. Yeah. That's about right, too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Cool. Alrighty then. I'm gonna do a brief one over here. Good afternoon, evening, and of the year, everyone. CharlesRichard Zerilli here. New presidential exciting candidate. Excited to be here? Yes, I am. Thank you. I appreciate anyone watching. So I'm just going to get right to the point. I'm going to do a global modern resolution plan of America reading. This is something I wrote. It all started out from a course I was from being involved in, when it derived into a financial plan. Financial plan went into being a modern resolution plan. Modern resolution plan went into a global modern resolution plan of America. So it morphed, respectfully so. Very beautiful, by the way. Today is 7/19/2020. And right now it's about 11:12 p.m. We just did a Zoom before, and so the aftermath of that is still resonating. And so I want to just catch part of that wave. So here we are. And so this is the Global Modern Resolution Plan of America. Please pass this on and share it. Billionaires are welcome openly. So if you like this, please, minimum, share it with 3 people. Just like our school kids did, within 3 days, they had staged a walkout globally. So we have almost 100 days to the election for 2020. So we have plenty of time. It's up to you to believe it, feel it, do it. Because someone had said to me, well, we feel like we're stuck voting for the lesser of the 2 evils when it comes to the candidates. Please don't do that. I'll give you a brief synopsis about myself first before I read this. So my name is CharlesRichard Zerilli. And as you can see, let me go to this side. CharlesRichard Zerilli, the Declaration of Independence Party. And we are the party that joins all parties. We have a national crisis, I feel, in several different ways. I have 14 different licenses, 5 EPA certifications within. I now have a certification in hypnotherapy. I think it's something that we kind of need to be told we're beautiful. We need to stop being so politically anally correct. Everyone is so like, if you don't call someone the right thing, it's just, we forgot what it is. Everyone makes mistakes. They put erasers on pencils, right? Well, guess what? They put erasers on pens today. So who knew? This is what we are. So we just want to be balanced. That's the reality. And I feel we are beautiful. That's one of my mottos. We are beautiful. And I'd like to read this because we talk about suffering and no one is gauging it. But yet, how many people are suffering today? Suffering is something to me that is part of life. And aside from that, it's also mentioned in the Declaration of Independence that we're not speaking of this document, aka thus the Declaration of Independence Party, adding a wise, strong heart. That's why you're seeing this behind me. I might also have the backdrop, which is a black and a white guy shaking hands. I love us. We are beautiful. By one of my rentals, I'm friends with everybody. And we have great relations. I'm also a real estate entrepreneur for 20-something years, give or take. I have people, 17, 20 years, give or take, that are my people. And I tell them, hey, this is your house. And they really feel at home when you address them and give them that carte blanche, even though it's my real estate, my house. And I don't want to pull that. I don't want to say the most obvious. I want them to feel at home. I want them to feel beautiful. And I would want to do the same thing for us. We are beautiful. Who's saying that to us? Nobody. And it's being recorded, not just here, but in several ways. So I want to make sure that it is my right, my ability, and the respect in which I stand for. Um, and I want to be able to be credited for that because I feel, especially on this date of 7/19/2020, this is one of the most important things that we need to have is a solidarity of what human is about. A safety, 5,100 years, evident, should be no question. So let's continue. Declaration of Independence is a document that I wrote a book about this in the tail end of it. It goes from birth to death, whether you're a person, business, or government. And it has a fair balance, all of that. And anyone who wants to be, I believe, an American has to understand these things are part of life. Who do you know in life who hasn't suffered? Arguing with a boyfriend, arguing with a girlfriend, hurt, broken leg. I got into a car accident, I fractured skull, upper teeth, lower teeth, upper back, low back. I was down for the count 3 years. You want to talk about things I should have lost my life several times? I believe this is where it's meant to be. Why our creators look down and say, no, 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 you're not going anywhere. And here I am. I love us. We are beautiful. So let's do this. So I like using word game news, making serious topics easier to digest. Because we need to hear some of these things, we have to find an easier way to do it. Spell check, laugh out loud. Life ain't perfect. So let's try to miss the point. Being facetious, of course. By and with the support of people, for them, for us, finally. And when you see that I understand design, and design is so key, it is huge. So this is where we're at. So now I raise my voice, and yet do I need to raise my voice to make my point? I probably am not gonna. You have to hear my words. I want you to be the judge. And don't be just so remote control as we understand what we can understand in our framing. IR and our RAS, this is mental framing, is now when I'm very mechanical my whole life. When I had learned out that these things are part of our mental framing, very wonderful. However, these things also have an ability to wean us into learning certain habits. These things, by anyone who's professional, understands these things. Other people will try to defend them, especially if they can make money off of it. But I believe if we go and run at it and double up at it, not double down is where you have hurt and things that'll hurt behind, you hurt someone else. It's kind of like you're a little bit heartless in a way. Doubling up is when you go at something and you make good feelings come back around and you feel good, they feel good, they feel like they want to be part of it. So it's easy to have a problem, but I believe someone who's mature and has a high aptitude will then set a better stage to create energy to come back instead of having an argument. It's always easier to have an argument. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. Start to square one. So I just want to add that in there. Now, partial, amazing, powerful quote from our past framers. Forgotten? Question mark, question mark. However, now integrated. One of the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of our earth, and have someone initiate a balanced remedy plan for our natural lives with design, now causing a new balance of ecology, business, people, and for our earth, and people's guarantee of our government expected, not of our paternal habits, for major money suffering much primarily, taking the liberty to say inadvertently, and okay, maybe not you now, so just gauge all sufferings on a scale from 1 to 10 and rate it of all. It seems only climbing. Do you want that to only continue, I ask? So, do we find human reasons to agree or human reasons to separate? Because you can't do both simultaneously. We act anyway. Well, yeah. In our families, business, and in and from our government too, and now globally, especially in our police departments, where there are many that are good, and that we ourselves can take advantage of authority sometimes, and that many ways exist to do so. Here, we now open that up. Also, many types and degrees of outright sufferings exist to consider as part of open design in the vast diversities we are now. Do you only want to only increase and pretend that suffering doesn't exist at all? Especially like now. And what about if it becomes on you? Even if it's not on you now. The question, everyone takes turns. Is allowing suffering unconditionally your definition of being American? I just put that as a question. But instead, for respect and decent guides, our Declaration of Independence already states it will be the direct interpretation of whoever leads us next to the next, and to see that they can see this fair balance as I'm mentioning here within, and for real, and to make it real, advocate it, share it, even as desperately time to share it. So please share this if you like with 3 people. As some now, we fell short as our original framers created. It was, as I see it, a stepping stone to now, better maturity and a better height on that climb. To now not be afraid and face and accept this human aptitude, that aperture, as it was not done before, accommodating more as needed, especially on a large-scale global growth set of us or we. As when written 244 years ago, there was only approximately 1 billion people globally then. Now there are 7.9 billion beautiful people and only growing. And yes, I like to think ahead and add the additional 100 million people being prepared. And I think ahead is what I enjoy and I like to do. And that I would like to do for us, understanding detailed design, excitingly, openly, breathing new life into every living, breathing thing happily, sharing that. However, at this rate, we will only still climb unless we open up to each other and join with a new respect and a new honor that our country, America, must lead, being that presently we own 52 to 58% of all global business daily. It is our responsibility for all of us to be leaders in that right and accept the obvious and that open, blatant responsibility, like there is an elephant in the room and we are in a bungalow. I thought that was cute. For each of us, not to deny this, to not push off that we need to become models and learn to gain in ourselves from what we do to others. Feel that good and feel that gain for each other and for each one of us individually. Not get lost in our individual trials and tribulations, only thenceforth expanding confidence into humanity, yes, our families, yes, and others near and far, yes, yes, American, yes, Ameri we can. The following is a request plan of such that all powers of our universe, including the powers of the sun, the moon, the earth, and every planet, every prophet, laws of nature and of nature's God, aka Lonang, our centers, God and all good light, and all the powers of all of the expanse, and every American person possible will find CharlesRichard Zerilli, aka nicknames, CharlesRichard, Charles Earth, A to Z, and the Doctor, the full ability to correct, respect, reconnect, and adjust, and re-respect our entire governmental systems for us, with people's inputs as guides. Yes, asking you what you think and your opinions and acting on that. And it be open so you can see it be done. You will feel like you're part and feel glad. This is part of what I want. Applying design openly to now allow for 7.9 billion people and only growing globally as follows, and on time to join.us. And I will re-repeat this for those in a short amount of time coming up. And this is a beautiful thing. And also for those who don't want to hear on a Zoom chat, I can also give you the phone number, and I will grab that in a second, and we can actually deliver that to you. So yes, and I will be able to give this coming up. Yes, I will. And I will repeat that, time to join.us. All one word, no spaces. There are other things on the line that, you can get confused because there are things close to mine. I thought that was very profound, time to join us. Time to join.us. Site for us on the web, done now within our time, for a better time, for all, for every American possible, for more time, and that our creators will be proud of, as you and I would need to feel too. I know I do. By quantum mechanics and combined quantum physics mechanic factors, life here is no mistake and needs to be worth it. I think undeniably we all have a clarity of this and need to feel better somehow and feel good for us and for our variable sufferings daily. That is a fact of life, and yes, needs to be worth it somehow for all, while being open to each other to see and have life work with all needed, and the merit can support be carried out together, and that we feel good for what we did and feel good for our next descendants to come within a common thought that all people reach out to me now for the right reasons to join me and feel good to do this. A tri-purpose, yes, reason to share this with 3 people minimum, or don't stop. Spread me like I am a virus, a good virus for good change. Design is key, and you will feel comfortable when you start to understand design is a clarity that will make you feel your part, especially for those who are turned off throughout our systems like me, that they now become very motivated like me and acknowledge detailed design reframing now needed like me and not politically done like me. Please, I refuse to be called political. So please be open here. Please, I am joining us Americans already helping what's needed. Plus, to act, I am now accepting workers and volunteers, providing them respect, all for the correct guidance, collaborations in its entirety, openly, providing openly to the first of supports, natural, reasonable advantages to remain stable thereafter, for every American and for all done as reasonably as possible. We then become a USA team family, losing the fake. Please, please join me. All positions and any support are needed by you. You so count. Even if it's just a vote by mail or polls, or you can even work from home, or any combination. Please, please, I want to turn you back on. I know how it feels to be turned off. If I don't like it, I know you don't like it. I feel this. This is adjustable with someone like CharlesRichard Zerilli as the next president of our United Beautiful States. So heart awake, please. So come back in for you, for my niece, for this to be fair to all. And maybe you can't. Okay, I understand some people are so turned off, but maybe we could change that around and make you feel wanted and make you feel to come back in to feel beautiful again. Please give me this opportunity. Professionally, I hear her calling clearly and to all, meeting our earth. From this moment on, balancing forwards by all of us, CharlesRichard Zerilli, moi, will be the join spot for us. It makes me happy to say that and feel it. So please join me. I see plan, I see design, I see design, plan, balance. For I need you to do this, for I hope and pray that you need me too, again. I hope you all like this new balance I speak of, so please get a pen ready, and write it down. And the email and the phone number will be coming up. Pick up your device and contact me now. Already preserved by that declaration, you must agree to act to have that safety and happiness, or innocently agree by doing nothing and letting us let it slip away, allowing only the expanding separating we feel happening today. The Declaration of Independence advises a cure. It knew then and warns now of exactly what happens by separating much that I intend to fix confidently for all. Design is key. Design will show us that plan. And while in gear, we are not taught to be selfish, but selfless. And every event happened to make CharlesRichard Zerilli become the next president / human of our United States, to be able to carry out this balanced plan for us, as mentioned, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, with a respect and sacred honor for all mankind. And you need to know what those meanings are. That's huge. For all, as already written within that Declaration of Independence. Now, did it know? Is not the point, but that it did is. I wrote a book on her, detailing it like no one has, and probably the first, and can only be done by you and me together, knowing electronics to override the media and anything else, and no competition like the children did. Spread me like I am a virus, a good virus, looking to make a beautiful, good design plan change, including feel beautiful. A new USA family team, caring, then called Amari We Can Together. Thank you, time. My new book explains our Assured Safety and Happiness Plus is already written in that DOI. And if you are not familiar with that Declaration of Independence, don't Google it. Don't read it. Don't learn to benefit, as I be facetious. Now it tells all of you to put someone in who, like, knows design in, like me, like I do now. Now what, Charles Richard? Time to join.us. That's TIMETOJOIN.us. I'll repeat it again. That's TIMETOJOIN.us. One more time for those who need it. I know when I hit numbers and people on the radio, you can't get a pen quick enough. TIMETOJOIN.us. Side note, time to join.us is a temporary site and not affiliated as others spread out. Time to join.us is clearly all one word. Sincerely, the things I've given up to do this, you could not imagine. Oh my gosh, from my heart, you could not imagine. Coupled with the science, physics, medical, triumphs with proof, are at the least mind-blowing, especially for those who misjudged me. Without hearing me out, today is almost reasonable to say that that could happen, but that I do not accept. I do care, and I have designed openly. We all must accept responsibly for each other at a certain point. That's one reason why doubling up is a major asset for all. So I ask that all good energy bless our all, adding a wise, strong heart for life, to our government, to our earth, some sensuality of life, the beautiful of who we are, with a nice, strong heartbeat. That's what I like to provide. From and by the person, mind, body, and spirit of CharlesRichard Zerilli, with a wise, strong heart, please and thank you all for our time. Now share. Side note, name and letter body modeled by a top most guiding mother document of our America, either forgotten or bypassed, called the Declaration of Independence, with a new view planned to reframe our outdated Constitution, now truly for the people, modeling our Declaration, for real ecology, human, business, earth, and government balance, now with wise, strong heart now needed. To join, contact me in several ways. One is, you can use the email 123@timetojoin.us. By design, I made this up so it would be simple with the website name and putting 123 and at. Nice and simple. 123@timetojoin.us. Or the phone number on the website, and I'd like to give that to you here for those who don't want to do modern technology. You happen to catch this. I want to have consideration for the design of those of us who do not want to do computers. The senior citizens, what do? Leave these people out? And then when you get to be old, do we leave you out because this is the pattern or habits that we follow? Put the brakes on. Zoing, Scooby. No. Everyone counts. This is part of, we are beautiful. And any good design, I'll give you an example right now. As I speak, someone had a baby, someone died. Two people made love, two people had a fight. Someone got a coronavirus, someone got healed, someone had a broken something. Someone just went on vacation. And again, all those things is repeated. And thousands of other things. So understanding design is understanding that all these things are happening every minute, every second, every day. Anyone who does design understands the base plan of these things and allows for it. Consider suffering, as we all have to understand and make concessions, and how to navigate through these things in our daily lives. So, the phone number is 718-865-8720. I'll repeat that. 1-718-865-8720. 1-718-865-8720. Thank you. Time to join.us. Share it. Share it to 2 or 3 people minimum. With my heart, mind, and soul, I love our earth. I love our America. I care, and I love all of you. Time to join.us. Or 718-865-8720. This is not a .com. This is for the .us. Share it. My name is CharlesRichard Zerilli. The Declaration of Independence Party at your service. 40 years of customer service and public service. I love us. Design is what I've always done. And also I design my own blueprints. I've had architects sign my blueprints off. When you do design, you consider everything. So I hope by some of the speech I had said, it's clear that we need to have a clear design, and America needs to stay number one. And there's a compromise with everything that goes with that. And I think when we talk about this openly, I think everyone would agree. So hitting the ground running for you and President of our United States for 2020. Please share me. Share me, please. To feel good for us, to be part, be guided right together with sacred honor and feel better. So write it down, pick up the device, contact me now. My name is CharlesRichard Zerilli. The Declaration of Independence Party, adding some wise, strong heart, not just into our government, but in our lives, and how you go into a deli and you have the feelings and all these things. Sometimes we feel like no one really cares. I want to change that. And that alone is the beginning of initiation to change it for our people, our feelings, our life, and for our earth. And minimum earth maintenance, I want to say, is the answer. This way people don't have to face several different things of what a lot of people don't want to face the word climate or climate change, but I also see that's reversible. And I wrote a book about that. So my name is CharlesRichard Zerilli. The Declaration of Independence Party at your service. Please be strong, be safe, be positive, be confident, and see it done already, because I do. Thank you. God bless you.